But first, since it is Friday, let's go trail by trail thanks to our friends at North Shore Sauna. Wisconsin helping people get outside to ring in the new year, while a snowmobile club in Michigan celebrating the opening of an annual favorite. Let's first start things in Minnesota, though, where the DNR is accepting comments through February 21st on trail plans for each of the three primary categories of off-highway vehicles. The plans detail future trail maintenance and development practices. Comments can be provided electronically through the project webpage or by emailing the DNR directly. All of those comments will be considered as the DNR finalizes those plans during the first half of 2025. And next we head to Wisconsin, where the DNR is inviting folks to join the state's first day hikes. Those hikes will be taking place on the first of the year. All are free to attend, although a vehicle or a state trail pass may be required to purchase. First day activities include guided trail tours, skiing, and snowshoeing. To find participating locations around the state, you can head to the DNR's website and click on their events calendar. And finally, in the UP, the Keweenaw Snowmobile Club has opened the gateway to the Keweenaw. Each year, the Portage Lake Lift Bridge goes down, lining up its lower deck to become a dedicated snowmobile crossing. Cars and vehicle traffic will still pass over the top deck, but those snowmobiles can then cross between Houghton and Hancock. The trail will remain open all winter as long as the weather allows for it. You can check trail conditions on the club's Facebook page. And as always, if you or someone you know is part of a local trail club or alliance, you can send us a report to trailbytrail@northernnewsnow.com. And we'd love to feature your community every Friday here on Trail by Trail.